아, 드디어 오늘 비잔티움으로의 첫 시작. 앞에 이런저런 사이드 퀘 깨느냐 빡셨다. 으르. 멈췄어. 깜짝이야. 파란 건 뭐 하는 거지? 룹총, 마인드 컨트롤. 알아봤. 그래서 를 죽이. 강화하는 방법. 뭔 소리야? 쟤네 뭐해? 강화할 수 있네. 파란 건 강화도 안 되네? 아. 오. 2000? 15. 나 얼마 버린 거야 도대체? 만 비트 남았어. 와, 씨. 쓸데없는 짓 한번 해봐. 415. 이거 뭐야 이거? 버리기도 좀 그렇고. 이전 팀이 누굴 데리고 가야지? 일단 팔아. 이오카드 관계되지. 여기가 비잔티움. 어디 보자. 민지가 잠시 동안 증가한다. 활상 타격을 입었을 때. 여기다가 아르바티 쓰러지면 전투 효과가 더 오래, 넉다운이 더 오래 가는 거야. 오, 이거 열 나오는 데라서. 날 만나러 왔어. 애들이 다 비슷비슷해 보이지?
Do you mind? I'm meeting someone.
멍청함. 이런 우연이. 나도 마찬가지.
Oh. You mean I'm supposed to be meeting you? Yeah, you're looking to make contact with Minister Magpie, right? I should warn you, it won't be easy.
시니어스의
He
관계자
spends most of his
장관이었어.
time in his estate, which is heavily guarded.
경호가 허술한 곳에서
Afraid not. He almost never leaves his home, and his guards never leave him.
학살을 해야 되는 거.
Can't say I blame him. It's scary out of doors. I mean, can you even count how many times we've been shot at?
What work specialists, huh? Our mutual friend. Whoa, I'm not one of your B&E specialists. I just provide intelligence.
그럼 뭘 알려줄 수 있지?
Some of the guards hang around Billingsley's house of inebriation between shifts.
House of inebriation? Count me the
Inebriation?
hell in.
Maybe you could do some reconnaissance there. You know, swipe a key while nobody's looking.
오케이.
Just remember, you did. I've always
어쩌다
been
일에 관여하게
fascinated by
된 거야?
birds. If you ever research Earth species, there are thousands of them, so colorful.
아,
and
멍청함
distinct.
선택하면 뭔가 대화가 될 수도
Here we
있겠네.
got
회를
11
좋아하나
flavors of
보다.
terror rays and not much else. That kind of variety? I mean, gosh, seems almost impossible.
All of them trying to eat you, I'd wager.
The other thing about birds, though, is their
오, 과학
environmental
40.
indicators.
그렇지. 뭔가 잘못됐다는 뜻이지.
Exactly. I started thinking about everything we see around Halcyon, and all the things we...
어떤
For
거?
starters, you rarely come across anyone living in Byzantium who wasn't born here, even though we get ships in all the time. Doesn't that seem strange to you? And then there's the way nothing gets fixed. There used to be a suggestion box around here. People would drop ideas in. Nothing ever came of them, of course.
이상한데?
I mean, there's a shredder at the bottom of the box. So I don't
그새
know
얘기가
what you'd
있어?
expect to happen. But one day the shredder broke. No one came to fix it. And since it wasn't working, we didn't have anywhere to file our complaints. So you can imagine how messy things got.
그런지
I bet
알겠어.
your repair folks couldn't find parts. Back in Edgewater, I'd have to take something apart just to put another thing back together.
Might have been the paperwork. Here, you have to append forms to your forms. And law.
그리고
At first, management put up an out-of-order sign. But that just seemed to worry people. Like they were advertising something wasn't working. They eventually took the whole suggestion box sign down so that people didn't have any expectations about it. But they never fixed it, never replaced it. Doesn't that seem odd to you? I don't know how else people are supposed to complain about things they can't change, but that's not the point.
If things are broken here, of all places, then I'm starting to think there ain't a hope left in this colony.
Things have kept on running this long, right? Or so I used to think. The whole episode made me wonder, if they can't fix something as simple as a suggestion box, what else aren't they fixing? After a while, I got connected with our mutual friend and
Okay,
started
알았어.
using my...
아, 원큐를 먼저 해야 되지. 메인 말고 일단 서브캐부터 먼저 하면서 돌아다녀보자. 오, 작업대. 딱히 뭐 할 것도 없네. 그럼 도구. 이게 도구지. 치명타를 가하면 이타를 회복한다. 나쁘지 않네. 그리고 예방 및 통솔 향상 기술. 좋은데? 킬에 오르다니. 좋다. 강력 표시 멀리까지. 좋은데. 따라. 여기 봐.
You must think you're pretty tough.
절도네. 여기 뭐 다른 애들 없어? 걸로도 나갈 수 있나 보네. 아니구나. 야! 비잔티오. 오호. 일로 나간다. 역시 6700 좀 무리인가? CPL 100% 먹네. 뒤쪽에 하죠. 우리 나가서
Why can't something exciting happen around here for once?
Nothing wrong.
바닥에 이런 게 떨어져 있지?
It means everything's running.
이봐, 땜.
Don't you ever want a little fun?
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Want to be
Hey,
famous?
you.
Kid, you got presence. Natural magnetism. Know what I mean?
뭘
There's
팔든
those
안
street
산다 이
smarts.
자식아.
Just the right amount of rough around the edges. Next time, we'll have you say that over the rim of a Trippistout. Product placement, baby. Listen, you got an agent? Some kind of representation?
미친 과학자를 위한 것도 쳐주냐?
A mad scientist? Guy sounds like he's moonlighting. Here's some free advice. If you want to make it in this business, you
뭐 하는
gotta
거야,
work
이거?
with professionals. Listen, you got a real special quality, raw and... I'm making a feature, Space Pirates of Moros Prime. It's gonna be a hit. But we still need a star. And I think you got the chops.
Hey, if you want an action story, you ought to haul a couple of cameras to Monarch sometime. We'll give you some damn good footage. If you survive.
If you
Unscripted
survive.
chaos. Come on, who'll pay to see that? Audiences want heroes and villains just like the one standing in front of me. So
야,
what do you
이거
say?
얘들 얼굴 표정은
You
진짜
ready
잘
for
맞는
the
것 같아.
chance of a lifetime?
오케이, 협조해보자.
Terrific. We're holding auditions at the studio. Head to OD.
오디션에 참가. 아,
Anything antibiotics cannot stop will probably kill you quickly.
아,
Is that supposed to be a model of the system? Not super accurate.
Ugh. Decadence ain't gonna save you when beasts chew through the walls.
CNP worst. It's not the worst unless it's worst.
So what if all those chemicals?
자, 판기. 판매. 팔아. 할 게 있나? 아, 할 게 없군. 통화로 많을수록 좋지. 아, 다 쓰레기들 뿐이지 않네? 뭐야, 이거. 네. 23, 4. 아이봐. 애매하시 마음에 든다. 이게 뭐야, 이거. 53이네, 이거. 40. 자물쇠 따기 최대 범위가. 아. 범위가 늘어난다고. 괜히 샀네. 바르바디. 36. 40. 차고. 플라즈마 데미지 5%, NA 데미지 10. 뭐, 딱히 뭐. 26. 플라즈마 총은 네가 가지고 있지. 버려진 거. 마음에 드는 거. 훔치는 게 아니네. 떨어져 있는 거라 그런가? 예, 졌잖아.
Spacer's Choice Zero G Brew, an ale that's good for what ails you.
I've always loved that sculpture.
It's an orange. And you say that every time.
It's strange, though. I thought Byzantium was the center of Halcyon.
That's a figure of speech.
어디 보자. 양복점.
You, with the hips. Over here.
Don't speak.
뭐야 저거?
Hold that posture for a moment while I admire you. You have a natural contrapposto, my dear.
콘트라포스트
The way
변형 안
you
했어. 저거
rest your
뭐야?
weight against your hip suggests a certain rugged charisma possessed only by...
와.
Ah, Celeste, you've done it again. I knew from the moment I laid eyes on you that I'd found my muse. I'm Celeste Jolicoeur, and you, my dear, are exactly what Byzantium needs.
내 마음을 읽는 것 같은데.
Darling, you and that brutish swagger of yours have been on my mind the moment you stepped into my studio. I'm working on a new line of clothing that will shock this city to its core, and I'd like your help. What do you say, my dear? Care to make history with me?
방금 만난 사람 너무 높게
Everything I
생각하는데.
need to
하기 아니야
know
이거?
can be deduced from a first impression. You're an outsider, You're exotic. You carry a whiff of barber.
와,
Marvelous! You and I are gonna wake this city up like a cold splash of wine to the face. What I need is a survey of the outside world. What does the common laborer wear? How do the wild-eyed madmen of Monarch dress themselves? I've heard rumors, but I require samples. Also, I expect you to model for me. Oh, you cad! You'll be the talk of Byzantium once I'm done with you. I'll need you to model for me the following. The apparel of an iconoclast, the armor
타파주의자,
of a marauder, and a
약탈자,
full
스페이서
ensemble
기업?
of spacer gear. Helmet included.
어디서 사지?
And when I say spacer gear, I mean an outfit worn by real spacers. None of that garbage spacers.
왜 베스트
choice
초이스가
models.
아니야? 스페이서스 초이스지.
You have the bearing and demeanor of a born model. You're going to act fabulous. I can't wait to see what you dredge up.
아,
You don't gotta be so forward about my reasons, Captain.
Let me get a good look at you. Turn around, please, darling.
너의 퀘스트를
My way.
완료해야지.
Such muscular shoulders. You're a vision, dear.
I am no such thing, ma'am.
Nonsense. You're absolutely lovely. Chin up now. I have just the thing for you. Let me do a back of the envelope calculation. Materials, labor,
유천마트.
licensing and copyright. There.
한번 설득해보자.
Love. That's the ultimate luxury, darling. Love.
이러면 설득이 오르나?
Gracious me.
I don't get why that's funny, ma'am.
Oh, my cherub. Who woos for love anymore? That's so precious. All right, Captain. Here is the absolute best I can do for you.
와,
There are some things I simply cannot skimp on, darling. Such a lovely young lady deserves the
삼천마트라니.
best. Now stand back. Back. I'll enter the settings and get these machines spinning. You'll be broke to bespoke in nearly an hour.
어렵죠?
And there we are, my darling girl. I wish you a splendiferous...
멋진 야회복,
And
칼라
if you don't
없음.
mind my asking, have you any interest in modeling?
What? Oh, no, ma'am. All them eyes staring at me? I couldn't. No way, no how. I get scared just thinking on it.
I wish you weren't so shy, my Violet. You truly are beautiful.
회의사
I hope
목적은 어디서
if
구하나?
I were an enterprising
Round the rake.
spacer in need of a wardrobe,
할 건 있냐?
I can't wait. What can I do for you, darling?
그래. 네. 너 옷이구나. 이건 뭔데 살 수 없어? 이속 증가. 해보자. 켜를 먼저 해볼까? 하나마티의 말걸. 회의사 타파 약탈자 스펙 없냐? 타파주의자 타파주의는 타파주의자라고 써있나? 어?
I love Byzantium. Where
완전 라이벌 타파 비잔티움
Some crew members are causing a disturbance on the ship.
쏴? 같은 일만 일어나 왜? 라운드 브레이크로 가서
We've arrived at the
스페이스
groundbreaker.
이 퀘스트겠지? 바로 바디
Oh, can you believe this outfit? It's so handsome, I'm almost afraid to touch it. Well, I guess that's everything then. After all this time, I just have to actually do it now. You know, there's a part Junlei's been looking for to fix up the air cycle. I know. For a while, it felt like everything I did was a little bit of help. And it meant I didn't have to ask her to be mine. Not yet. Not for real. All right. She's on her way. How do I look?
멋져 보인다.
Oh, my hands have finally stopped shaking. All right. Deep breath. Here I go.
야라인가. 뭐라? 어렵쇼? 뭐야? 뭐지? 뭐야? 파라마틱 여기로 와야 되나 본데? 나갔다 들어오기라도 해야 되나? 아무도 없잖아. 뭐야? 누군가?
Please avoid damaging yourself or others while
다시 들어가 봐야 되겠다. 이거 보게. 이제 있다.
Didn't I request no more fertilizer shipments be brought on
뭐야
board?
저거?
Who keeps ordering these?
어디서 들어왔어?
Okay, Captain, she's gone.
뭐였어? 뭐가 일어났어? 좀 더 잘 됐어?
I'm near about vibrating. I'm so excited. So she got here, and, well, she sneezed. She said, wow, new soap? And I was like, yeah, rose-ish. Turns out it tickled her nose.
장미향은 안 맞는구나.
And then she just sort of touched my arm real gentle-like and called the cut of my outfit elegant. I couldn't hear the rest on account of my heart was beating so hard. Then I led her into the kitchen. I think she about cried when she saw the spread. She stood stock still and just said, oh, real soft. Oh, and let me tell you, I was sweating.
힘들게
And
구했다.
then she blinked and said, is that dustbat casserole? I told her how we got Mr. Raymond to bake it for us, so it was double authentic. Made by a real live monarchist? Well, we talked a bunch over dinner about the things we learned just through messages, stuff we repaired, how I taught her to salvage and she taught me to build. When I brung out the sweetheart cakes, June, she got a little teary, said she had a thing she needed to say. But I stopped her because I wanted to say it first. I never felt so bold, Captain. One of us has got to be. We're both... June's so reserved and I'm so shy. I worried if I never said anything, nothing would ever get said, you know? I told her about how she made me feel. Bold like I acted. Strong. Smarter and kinder than I am on my lonesome. I listed all the things I liked about her.
구체적이네.
And then she pulled out a paper and read a speech. She talked about the things she admired about me, like my Anyhow, when she wrapped up, I asked her to be my girlfriend. And Captain, she said yes! And then she sneezed again. On account of the flap. It's all on your account, you know? Imagine if you'd never taken me out of Edgewater. I'd have never met Junlei at all. I don't know nothing about the Vicar's capital P plan, but you've sure changed my life. So, if you don't mind, I'm just gonna head to my cabin and happy scream into my pillow for like an hour.
완료인가? 완료네. 게스트가 끝났어. 갈까? 회의사. 이거 어디서 할 수 있다는 거야? 응? 무기고. 여기구나. 빰빠라바라밤. 참. 재밌다. 에이치, 어디까지 가는 거야? 여기지? 페이서스 초이. 뭐라? 마틴 칼라? 이건 누구야 이거?
Is it just me or is Groundbreaker feeling extra chilly? Maybe you ought to help yourself to a piping hot frozen dinner. Oh, and it's not the best choice.
Not the best choice. Best choice.
Taste the freedom. A lot of slogans to keep track of.
거래.
Have a look.
뭘 사야 되는 거지? 이거 마음에 든다. 여기는 아무나 사면 되나? 아라미드 볼리스텍스라고 써있는데 세트가 맞아야 되는 건가? 아씨, 뭘 사야 되는 거야? 아무거나 한번 입고 가보자. 아라미드 범용 통제 헬멧, 뽕진압, 일반 부대, 뽕진압, 범용 통제. 어떻게 보면 이렇게 세트겠지? 돈이 없어. 그것도 없다. 일단 가볼까? 정확히 뭘 보여줘야 되는지 알 수가 없네.
I am a dirty, autonomous digital astrogator, Sam. I haven't cleaned my internals in ages. Can you hardly process the sheer quantity of dust built up in there? Tell me you've seen worse. We'll continue this later.
뭐하냐?
Battery levels are fully. Thank you, customer. Sam, merciless on germs.
Welcome back, Captain.
전례용도 없이 너도.
How can I be of assistance? Certainly, Captain. What would you like to hear? Now playing a Spacer's Choice advertisement jingle. It's not the best choice. My pleasure, Cap. As you wish, Captain. I request you to.
비잔티움.
We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain.
빨리 가기 오픈됐나? 그렇지. 가자. 가지가.
Remember that stranger I saw?
입구 말을 걸어야 되나? 이거랑 이거야지. 아니네. 범용 통계. 되게 구리다.
I can't wait to see those outfits. What can I do for you, darling?
어떻게 하는 거야?
If I were an enterprising space, for you, anything.
된 거야? 넘어가세요. 아, 다 가지고 있어야 돼. 사파주의자, 약탈자. 약탈자인지 아니고 어떻게 알아? 모르겠네. 이 이름이 명확하게 나와 있어야 돼. 약탈자다, 헤파이토스다. 이건 이렇게 스페이서스 초이스라고 써있는데. 찾아보자. 14. 필요 없어. 맘상엑스다. 써버릴 거야. 여기 3개나 있어. 뭐란 되게. 없어. 한 거 할 거야. 어디 보자. 올라간다.
I've always loved.
쌤.
Hortense yells at me about vagrants one more time, I'm gonna snap.
Why do you think I've been avoiding the estate district?
Isn't that your beat?
Was.
또 추가 의미 있다고? 판매. 올라가서.
Today marks a monumentous occasion in the course of halcyon history.
만취한 술집.
After a deep and thorough examination of our budgets, revenue
사람 이름이다. 이런 애들은 보통 뭘 주더라.
Hey,
아.
stand back. You. Yep, you're looking at the minister's newest personal.
나도 모르는 퀘스트라고 있네. 그냥 들어왔는데.
The others took me out to celebrate on account of me just getting hired and all. He's basically the most important person in the colony, which makes me the most important guard in the colony. Yeah. That means I got a key to the minister's estate, my own personal... That's right. Not just anyone is allowed to have a key to Minister Clark's residence. That's a great idea. I'll have a Spectrum vodka. Here's to me. Hey, you're really great. Have I told you that? We should be friends.
네, 열쇠를 내놔.
Wow, listen to me. I'm soaked. I should probably slow down before I'm face down on the tile somewhere. Who am I kidding? It's not every day you get your dream job, right? Wow, you've got like this crazy energy. Has anyone ever told you that? You're like a manosaur. You got a manosaur energy. Oh, Lost. I gotta stop. I'm seeing at least 2 of you.
Only 2? You got a ways to go.
Have you always... Oh, he's, me. Oh, you definitely recognize him. I really shouldn't. I'll have the worst hangover tomorrow if I don't stop.
뭘 해야 되지? 더 마시게 해야 되나? 더 마시게 해.
You know, that's a very good point. Yeah. Was that one supposed to taste like purple berry crunch? Or am I just tasting breakfast? I don't feel so good. I think I'm gonna be sick.
쫓아가야지. 왜 그걸 쫓아가는 거야? 죄. 그러니라고. 그러면 빠지란 말이야. 죽는 소리 나는데 지금? 그렇지 않냐 이거? 죽었는데 이거 시체인데 이거. 우리 도망가자. 일단 퀘스트 같은 거 하러 가자. 씨.
If they'd sent money to Monarch instead of building even one of those homes, I bet we could have rebuilt Stellar Bay. The whole damn thing.
이야, 이거 뭐야? 와, 나 지금 무슨 하고 있는 거야? 뭐 하고 있는? 아, 전문 카드. 해야 되나?
Impressive place Dr. Shawtrand has.
아래야? 별ton가? 아래로 쳐. 아, 여기로 가나. 물건 훔칠 필요가 없지만 PC는 해킹을 해. 로그. 개인 단말기. 연구 행성이네? 응. 외계인이 있네. 오. 입구 열기. 뭐가 열렸나? 열리는 문이.
Lab coats make me nervous. Experiments always go wrong. Always. And then we got flying raptidons or some other...
That's far enough. What are you doing here? How did you even get inside?
아, 무조건 공격이 있네, 가만히 보면. 어디 보자. 그래, 아까 외계인의 정신조작스러워. 이건 내가 한다.
You're in my house, and I'm not fucking around. My what conspiracy? Let's talk about this. Please. I think there's been a crucial
그렇지,
misunderstanding.
이건 좀 말이 안 돼.
Just give me a second to explain myself. If you still want to shoot me, at least it'll be for an accurate reason. If you came looking for some elaborate scheme, it isn't here. All I'm doing is trying to keep Halcyon alive.
What are you doing, Doctor? This information is beyond classified.
유리에 뭐 있었네?
You can write me up in your
간부가 있네.
report. It hardly matters. I'm researching a new way to feed the colony. The crops we transplanted from Earth don't give us the nutrients we need. Our colonists might not realize it yet, but they're starving.
여기서 공격이 있다고? 이게 다 야채 때문이야?
Our produce might get us through the day,
아,
but
종으로
we're getting weaker
약해진다.
as a species, and sicker.
Lack of nutrition also spread like a sickness through Edgewater.
The lack of usable nutrients is compromising our immune systems. Under these conditions, even the common cold could seem like a plague. The food we grow here barely sustains human life. The colony won't last under these conditions. So, the board let me approach the problem from a different angle. I believed that I could adapt humans to live on Halcyon's terms. That I could change us. Give us the ability to derive sustenance from the nutrients the food does have.
그렇지. 우주는 동료들로 가득 찬 실험실 뿐. 싫어.
I know. I was there. Thomas was the first to take the gas. A simple test, he said. I told him not to, but he insisted. We learned a lot from his autopsy. Enough that we could try it on each other and know when to stop. No one else died. I must find a cure so his sacrifice isn't in vain.
그렇지. 연구자들을 다
I
죽이면 어떻게
wouldn't allow
그러지?
us to experiment on convicts or the unemployed. It's wrong, no matter what the law says. Everyone agreed. We accepted the risks. I'm desperate. I've already asked all the best institutes on Earth for help. Years ago, we sent a message out on the Cornelius Vanderbilt, but heard nothing back.
지구에선 연락이 없다며.
It's been missing for over 2 years now. They never re-established contact after the skip to Earth. Of course, the board is keeping that under wraps.
I can certainly understand why.
That ain't a shock. Board folks will lie to their own mothers if it preserves their paychecks.
The board
사이로
is uneasy
무너뜨려야 돼.
about letting the colony know, seeing as half of their military force vanished without a trace.
왜 건이가 흔들리면 상이 찾아오겠고.
I'd prefer if you didn't use my name when you talk about this. My contract has a list of very terrible consequences for breaking secrecy.
공식키를
Once we can
가는구나.
replicate a success, the board will move to rewire our nucleon. With any luck, our next generation will be eating and thriving off halcyon crops.
Fuck that. People are people and ought to stay the way they were born. They start trying to tinker with my blood, I'll bury them.
We haven't made enough strides to advance the plan. Hardly any at all. But we have to. If I die, there's no one who can reproduce our work. Every sacrifice will have been for nothing.
피니어스 웰스.
And we'll be no closer to a solution that feeds the colony.
이오카, 너라면 어떻게 할래?
Look, cold-blooded murder ain't easy on my spirits. But this, all this research, all these experiments, it's wrong. It's all void damn wrong.
I hope you know what you're doing, Captain.
목사는 어떻게 생각해?
It may not be pretty, but we risk the colony's downfall if we hinder the doctor's research.
Everything I did was for the good of the colony.
피니어스라고 붙여주겠어.
Consider that. The one on the wanted posters? They say he's an anarchist. A madman, a butcher. I'll do it.
Doctor!
What choice do I have, Commander?
이사의 평판 감소.
What kind of scientist would I be if I held to a promise like that? I need to get out of here. Phineas can contact me when he's ready to work together.
이거 어떻게 해?
For now,
된
I'd
거지.
better pack up the
아,
lab and
예.
head somewhere discreet.
Not so fast. Captain, what you just learned is beyond your clearance. Hell, it's beyond mine. Give me one reason why I should let you walk out of here alive.
벌써 설득이 100일 리가 없는데. 너무 높은 거 아니야? 멍청하면 싸우게 될 것 같은데? 싸우고 뺏을까?
That'll do, sucker.
그래, 너랑 싸워서
Now move
뭐하겠니?
along. The doc has a lot of work ahead of her. Tidying up and such.
이게 맞네. 해킹 안 되냐 이거? 데리고 다니고 싶은데. 오, 3년밖에 안 돼.
I'll keep my head down.
훔쳐.
Oh. Investigating.
안 들켰어.
Stealing is illegal.
아니야. 이거 눈치챘어.
Here they come.
어? 아, 잠깐만. 아, 쏘. 겁나 튼튼하네. 아, 로봇이 봤구나. 저기 쓰네. 아니, 저 결국 덤빌 것 같으면, 씨. 아, 그냥 죽일걸, 아까. 오는 중 가지고. 아, 아까 죽일걸, 그냥. 오는 주는 바람에, 아이. 잠깐, 이러면 안 될 것 같은데? 아 모르겠다. 나가자 씨. 설마 나갔는데 다 적대는 아니겠지? 짜증나. 아, 훔치고 튀려고 그랬나. 버전 아니네. 말고 아크 장가 온 것 같아요. 대화학.
Oh, there. That's one right there. Can't you just see the stench of impropriety
뭐라고?
radiating off of him?
악취가 보인다고? 뭔 소리야 이건?
How splendid. Another rung leech wandering through the streets of Byzantium. Why, just this morning I thought to myself, as lovely as the gardens are, what they really need is more greasy vagrants frolicking through them. And here you are, frolicking.
인첩성?
Admittedly. Now if only you could gracefully take a shower, preferably in whatever hovel you came from.
뭐야 이건?
Honestly, what is the board thinking letting so many of your ilk into the city proper? It's madness. I earned my place here, just like everyone else. My grandfather, Chief Idea Officer. He came up with all the best ideas for their products. You know the font they use for Stogie Slims? That was him. Well, he described the idea of it to their font development team, then picked it from a list of choices, but that's basically the same thing. It was a very long list. I just told you, my grandfather made millions of bits as CI. Of course it is. Wealth is the most visible, objective measure of success. And success isn't given to you, it's earned. My grandfather taught me that. If you have wealth, you're successful. And if you're successful, you must have earned it.
그래.
You're welcome. Now, do we have any... What's wrong? It erodes the very pillars of our society. Merit, decorum, personal hygiene. This city is meant for us, the system's finest. We earned its luxuries. But now we are overrun with the unworthy and the ungrateful, and this early retirement nonsense is making it even worse. Yes, thank you. Goodness, what's the system coming to when unkempt vagabonds are making more sense than the board itself? By simply winning a lottery, those early retirees get an exclusive district of Byzantium to themselves. No one else is even allowed to go there. Tell me, how is that fair? Well, it should be if you pay enough. It's not right. I deserve to see any district I please. Why, if it weren't guarded, I'd... You know, you look like you've been shot at before. What say I hire you to investigate this travesty, and you get paid to do so?
Beats standing around and talking to aristocrats anyway.
Yes. Listen to your...
네, 서브캐스트.
What is that person's job exactly? Are they your secretary? Personal masseuse? Or do you just keep them around as a mobile armrest? Well, it doesn't matter. What's important is that you think this is a... Did you miss the part where I said I'd pay you? That's all the reason someone like you should require.
더 좋은 걸 줘.
Better than money? Let's see, there's... No. The thrill of discovery. Like in an Aetherwave adventure. People love those, right? Don't you want to see? Fantastic. Consider yourself employed, vagrant.
총 쏴야 되나?
I hear the chosen retirees all enter the retirement district via the port landing pad, but it's completely locked down. You'd never get in that way. Unless, of course, you had a wealthy, beautiful benefactor of impeccable social pedigree, which you do. How fortunate for you. These codes will get you past the lockdown. Oh, and don't worry. The same way anyone gets anything here, of course. I made friends with the right people. Bits might earn you a place in Byzantium, but that means everyone here has little need for more of them. For favors like this, you need to spend...
뭐랄까? 뭐까진 해. 되나?
This property is off limits. Solicitors, loiterers, and uninvited visitors will be fined to the fullest extent of company policy. This ultimatum brought to you by Universal Defense Logistics. That's funny. The minister isn't expecting visitors. And you don't... Minister Clark's a private man.
냥이. 들어갈 수 있는 거 있을 것 같은데. 어? 오호. 메디칸 때문이다.
Soldier.
아이디가 있으니까 들어올 수 있구나. 세 칸은 뭐지? 여기까지 사실은 물어보면 곤란하니까. 왜? 여기까지 들어와서 비잔티움으로 나가라고? 아, 이거 저장해야 되는. 야야야야야야. 얼마 안 남았는데. 얼마 안 남으면 이거 바로 전투 아니냐?
Hey, I saw that! Hey, soldier. You can't just wander around the minister's residence.
소포로
What do
배송하고
you think you're
있어.
doing? Already? His magazines usually take weeks to arrive. Discretionary holding period and all. Let's not jump to conclusions.
꽉 차는구나. 로컬. 여기로 들어간다. 저기 뭐 안 들어와, 이씨. 골드. 그냥 훔칠 수밖에 없잖아.
How did you get in here? You're not one of my guards. What are you doing here?
Minister Clark, what a remarkable honor it is to meet you.
If this is about another Aetherwave clip or radio spot, you may kindly fuck off, as the parlance goes. I'm not doing any more. Slowly and loudly, Aloysius, that's the only way these morons understand anything. I said, you may tell Charles to go fuck himself. Then you're not part of Rockwell's PR team. That means you're a dissident? A real live dissident? But what are you doing here? And how did you get in?
왜 내가 반체제인데요?
My friend, the slightest demonstration of independent thought or action renders one a dissident in the board's rather expansive definition of the term. Which is why I'm dying to know what brought you here.
멍청한 척하자.
Drugs, of course. What else? Why did I get my hopes up? Back to idiot speak. I don't have any drugs. You should try a vending machine or a purveyor of curative goods.
What is this system coming to when even the Earth Minister is disillusioned beyond hope?
Will that be all, then?
클라크, 영수증에 당신.
Oh dear, I don't think I can say this any more slowly. Unless... Of course. It's Rockwell again. Who else? And I thought he was only holding me here.
회장이 당신 여기
You are a quick study, indeed. I've long suspected Rockwell of transacting business in my name.
얘가 아니라는 거냐?
But this proves it.
He's attempting to game the system, but he won't be able to get away with it forever. Eventually,
믿을 수 있나?
Rockwell's house of cards will topple.
얘가 거짓말하는 거 뭐?
I dearly hope so. And you might be part of the equation. Whatever it is that brought you here, Rockwell's the one behind it. How should I know? I've been under house arrest for years. But there is a way to find out, and perhaps to set things right. Whatever Rockwell's doing, he'll be doing it from the HHC headquarters. Your best lead is to look for details in his office.
Captain, we must investigate Rockwell. An injustice like this cannot go unchecked.
Indeed, it cannot. I can't overstate the urgency of the matter.
This colony's problems have always seemed to trickle down from the top. If we're set on fixing Halcyon, that's as good a place as any to start.
Exactly. And fix it we must. Why, this is starting to sound like an issue of Dissident Hunter.
표정 봐라. 신난 것 같은데.
We're discussing industrial espionage, legal redress, the possible salvation of
같은
Halcyon.
연금적인 주제.
Is this not exhilarating? Also, this is the longest conversation I've had with someone else in quite some time. I assure you, I didn't ask to be locked up and made to perform like a trained animal. But I'm attempting to make the best of an opportunity. I only hope you can do the same. Now, we've got to get into the HHC. That's in the Acropolis district, along with the other major corporate and government facilities. But only board employees are allowed into the district. There's a heavily guarded checkpoint just down the street. There might be a route through the maintenance tunnels, but I'm afraid I don't know specifics. When you reach the HHC building, this access card should get you up to the executive suites, where the chairman's office and what used to be my office are. The board's lackeys are none too bright. I simply claimed I'd lost it, and I merely hid it in a book. No one reads anything longer than a few pages around here.
Obviously, the chairman surrounds himself with the cream of Byzantium's elite.
There are a few advantages to dealing with imbeciles. Wait! Rockwell has one of the only terminals capable of transmitting to the Earthbound message drone. This is our chance. Please, take this and transmit it from his office. Rockwell hasn't given me any messages from Earth for years. He's desperate to keep me out of contact with the Earth Directorate. But they need to know what's happening here. What isn't on it is the real question. I've gathered meeting minutes, internal messages, sustainability reports, and more, all exposing the corruption and mismanagement plaguing Halcyon. Once the rest of the Earth Directorate sees it, they'll have to send help.
Putting your faith in the inherent goodness of mankind.
The Earth Directorate is our best hope. Even Rockwell's resources are no match. And it is hardly in their interest to let Halcyon crash. Depending on the nature of their response, months at least, perhaps years. Organizing and sending personnel all the way out here is no mean feat. And now I entrust it to you. Good luck, and trust no one in the Acropolis district.
우와, 더 빨간색이야. 자, 일단 잠을 샜나? 냅찍. 인간 위축 강요 10%. 그냥 특전. 이것도 빠르게. 모든 방어 수치 스킬 보너스. 맥스 먹살. 1포인트. 능력 발휘 데미지. 제가 하기보다 릴리아 캐네 은퇴. 아 이거 어떻게 나가냐? 우와. 가자.
You cannot understand the problem until you
야, 빨리 가자. 아이씨. 앞에도 경비원 하나 있었잖아. 공격받는 거 아니야? 뭐 있어? 잠깐만요. 아, 일어나면 되나요? 많이 있네. 일단 나가자. 일단 내가 가야 될 곳은 그래서 안 나오지. 아, 그냥 TM 에서 여기 아니야? 내려가는 게.
That's the last of them.
Finally. Is it just me?
버스. 자, 그냥 나가기. 잡아? 나의 해킹 레벨은 주무셔. 자물쇠 따기. 아무도 안 먹으면 되는 거구나.
Welcome to the Halcyon Holdings Corporation Early Retirement Center.
Early Retirement.
You, the lucky few, have been selected to spend the rest of your days living the high life in your own private district in Byzantium. When you arrive, you'll be whisked away to your very own luxury penthouse, furnished exclusively by 24/7 Furniture's Some assembly required.
이게 안 돼? 죽는 거
Furniture
아니야?
is not responsible for any injury, psychological damage, or divorce litigations that occur during the assembly process. After you get settled in, you'll have the chance to explore.
지하에? 잠깐만. 죽은 거야, 지금? 무섭다.
Nope, nope, not having this. I've lived through too many Marauder ambushes in my life to die by a trap built by corporate pencil pushers.
나 죽인 거야? 오마이갓이다. 죽이잖아. 씨. 그리고 V. 쭉 나한테 쏜다 이거지. 오씨 끊임없이 나오네. 와와와와와와와. 오. 오씨 한 마리 더 못 죽이네. 오. 야. 이런 전투할 거랑 미리 말해줘야 되는 거 아니야? 지. 오, 아파. 아이. 아. 들어오지마 이. 어디 싸우고 있지? 아, 다 잡았네. 아, 뭐야 이거. 죽은 거야? 세상에. 쇼크캔은 누구? 와. 엑스 목사. 이런 걸 적용하는 게 좋아. 없어서 죽였어? 아니, 루팅에서 없는 거는 안 보였으면 좋겠다. 상호작용이고 뭐고 이거 뭐 더 이상 루팅할 게 없잖아. 무시무시한 회사구만. 배동기계 상태 활성. 뿅. 배치하기. 111. 아, 여기로 들어가라고? 와, 사람 다 죽였어. 세상에. 이게 왜 저게 아니지? 에. 뭐가 빨간색이다? 길이나 찾아보자. 관감탄. 진짜? 주무셨네.
Security. Now switching to.
얘는 여기면 방황하고.
Process all.
로봇들.
System.
있어. 여기 있네. 칸 같은 거 없니? 씨.
I am a soul. Here's a little trick I learned in prison. That's the last of them.
돈은 뭐 넘쳐? 택배 서비스 여기까지 왔어. 여기 들어갔었나? 아, 아까 일로 이렇게 들어왔지? 아. 어? 아. 이런 데 오면 아이템 하나 좀 숨겨져 있던데. 없네. 스펙 허리 가자. 없대. 아, 비잔팀으로 가는 거야? 여기 뭐 있나? 가서 아, 여기도 나가는 데인가 보네. 오. 오오오.
I was rooting for the spread. What? It's cute. And all the mechanicals are assholes.
이거 주의하는 게 요. 네, 사장용 이런 거 안 써. 야, 별거 없구나. 뭐야 여기? 아크로폴리스.
You make it look so easy.
요.
Damn. You got some nimble fingers, Captain.
따란. 요. 어디로 가도 비잔팀이. 이거 무슨 패러디야? 좋았어. 뭐야? 깜짝이야. 아, 놀랬네.
Oh, there.
다 죽었다,
That's one right
걔들.
there. Can't you just... I must admit, I'm getting a certain thrill out of our little arrangement. If this goes well, perhaps I'll start hiring wandering delinquents to handle all of my affairs. It is going well, I hope.
야, 이 거짓말하면 어떻게 되는 거지? 간혹한 차이.
What? You mean it's just a sham they perpetuate so they can
나의 믿음을
dispose of
뒤흔들어줘요.
the rabble? That's brilliant. To
정말
take the most burdensome members of our society and simply remove them.
거짓말할까?
Oh, I'll never doubt the wisdom of the board again. Why, I had no reason to be envious at all. What a relief. And how else would I react? A vagrant such as yourself couldn't possibly appreciate the emotional burden this news has lifted from my shoulders. But regardless of your ignorance, I promised you a fee for your services. So a fee you shall... No, that's all right. Sizable fee it is. My, you're really quite primal, aren't you? Fascinating.
겨우 2,000원?
In any event, while I'm deeply grateful for the peace of mind you've brought, I earned my place. I just told you. You're welcome. Now, do we have a...
퀘스트가 완료됐다. 저건 이거. 왠지 쓸데없는 말장난 퀘스트일 것 같아.
Between you and me, preacher, I don't think we can trust Sam.
I don't think trust enters into it.
Right.
It's an automechanical with no will to speak of.
Think what you will, I think it's shifty. Always loitering about, taking what don't belong to him. I keep catching that bucket of bolts around my room. It says it's cleaning up bottles, but I ain't buying it.
You think you could be a bored spy?
Oh, fuck. You could be onto something.
음모주의자 아니야?
I'll tell you this much. If it tries to sell me another void-forsaken cleaning instrument, I'm kicking it out of the airlock.
접속 로봇이네. 오, 자판기. 짝은 안 맞지만 어울리네.
You're considering it, aren't you?
뭔데?
I've been mulling over everything. I don't normally advocate murder, but as far as Graham was concerned, I think you made the right call. I think we often see eye. What are we contemplating today? I used to believe that how pompous and sure of
별로 대단한데 하나.
You know, that said, you ain't been eaten or shot to death yet. So how's about this? You keep letting me stay on that ship of yours, and I'll keep shooting. Perish the thought, Captain.
Great! You made it! Listen, I know you're expecting a script, but no, don't question yourself. Just feel the scene and go with it. I got a feeling you'll know what to do. We gave the other actors real weapons to keep things authentic. And cause Josh is paying this... Don't think, kid. Just act. Now go in there, find your mark, and show us what
이게
you
오디션이야? 대충. 우리 풀 채우자. 마음에 안 드는. 어떻게 써? 하긴 될 것도 없네. 그냥 막 나쁘지 않아. 뭐야? 치는 건가? 오. 아. 치는 게 아니네, 세상에. 뭐 하는 거야, 쟤네? 배우.
What are you doing? Go to your mark.
아, 없었어. 나 총쏘기만 해봐.
Well. Here to stop us at last, Captain Steele? You're too late. All of this settlement CNP Hungry Time food pills, same nutritional value, but now with added filler, are ours. With their patented stomach stuffing effects and baseline vitamin content, we will be nigh unstoppable. They are? What an unexpected twist! You may have fooled me for now, but not for long.
Which side is my good side?
Do you remember the last time we faced each other? The Battle of Axajak, staring one another down across the void of space while... Hey, I didn't write this. Just go with it. I had you surrounded and outgunned, but you overcame my superior numbers with tactical thinking and a Hammersmith limited edition grenade launcher. I've been waiting for 5 years now, and at last my day for vengeance has come. I just got chills. But still, you'll not stop me now.
This what passes for entertainment around here? They ought to try tossing back a Spectrum Red and going rapt hunting. Someone's bound to lose an eye. It'll be a riot.
Hey, no one told me we were giving critics an early look. I gotta focus, okay? I have this whole port wired with sub-micro energon transistors. Once we're away, I'll activate the gamma particulate field and the quantaponic chain reaction will turn this whole place. And I spent 3 hours learning how to pronounce them. I hope you've paid your burial fees and signed your personal death and dismemberment waivers because this is the end for you.
공격해야 돼? 왜 이렇게 흘러가?
Line. Never mind, I think that's scene. To the break room, everyone. I need my Moab fizzy tea.
Moab fizzy tea.
Cut. That was fantastic. With actors like you, who needs writers? Let's take 5.
이게 뭐해? 퀘스트가 있다며. 걸어온다 메모리. 야. 휴게실? 나 휴게실 들어가고 싶어. 아니 아까 여기 내가 왔던 야에서 뭔가 훔칠게. 네?
That was brilliant stuff. Do you write your own material? Amazing. Just firm up that jawline and you'll be a triple threat. I'm gonna have to fire the writing staff. What do those anemic fuckwits know about dialogue anyway? I'm thinking a whole new script. More pirates, bigger explosions, you flicking a Stogie Slim into a barrel of gasoline. Marketing says that kind of action sells tickets. Here, this is for your work today. I'll be in touch once we get that script.
경험치 그냥 얻었어, 셋. 오마이갓이다. 스타가 나타났다. 업적 먹었네. 오대현 영화사 영화의 주연을 맡았습니다. 얀팀 조심하 비알. 일단 이걸 맞아. 아무리 뭔가 퀘스트만 더 줄 것 같아. 나와야지.
Pick up any more strays while you were out? I suppose if the crew's quarters fill up, we could hang hammocks in the cargo hold.
말을 한번 걸어.
I so enjoy watching you sleep for hours on end, Captain. It's quite entertaining the way you drool and whimper.
Every SAM unit comes lean, mean, and ready to clean.
잘했다, 쌤.
SAM. We guarantee all SAM units travel fully assembled. And did you know SAM units...
만만치 않은.
No, I'm fine.
이게 뭐지? 이게 뭐야?
Want to be a brand new you? Try out our
직업 능력
specification
질정기계?
machine. Alex installed it himself.
안 할 거야.
Right before he died.
Wow.
I believe your choice to spare Chartrand would be considered the honorable path, yes? Sublights money.
맞아. 영화도 안 주면 퀘스트도 안 주니. 타로스 언제 가지?
The groundbreaker has approved our request for docking, Captain.
어디로 가야 되냐? 서브라이트 봄. 예. 여기로 가야 봄에 들어가. 르브라이트. 여기 뭐야? 한 번도 안 들어가봤네. 혜택 이걸.
If you're hungry, they're terrified to lock in the... You know what sprats are. Sprat meat is plenty tasty. Absolutely. Boy, terrifying is a space... Legally? No. The between you, me, and this grinder, I might be the... just as well. Nearby. Fresh from the grind.
오로지 이것만 파는구나. 플러스 원체. 이건 데이 원체. 나머지 하나 언제 오픈?
Is it done? Well, damn. Contractor grew a conscience.
서브라이트
As
끝까지.
your employer, I'm
아,
both
이게 서브라이트
angry
퀘스트 라인의
and
완료야?
I'll add that to your file.
야, 왠지 물어보지
Technically, I owe
않냐?
you an exit
어?
interview. Care to justify your betrayal of our species? Or are we finished here? You're awfully quick to trust someone who offed her colleagues and called it a good start. Out of my office.
야, 너무한 거
We're
아니냐?
done.
I like her, Captain. Let's go before we have to paint this office with her blood.
What a surprise. Seems we're no longer wanted here.
평판이 바뀌었나? 그렇진 않을 거 아니야? 서브라이트 긍정 100일. 여기 뭐야? 와우. 음악 좋은데. 아, 서브 퀘스트 완료됐다. 그냥 팀으로.
Back for a rest? Space adventuring is tiring work.
어떻게 대화가 갱신이 안 되니?
We are now in orbit above Byzantium.
CPU 오버를 해야 되나? 뭐야, 여기야? 그 앞으로 가는 거구나. 여기로 들어간다. 어? 헷갈리는데. 일치. 나비알. 회장의 사무실. 일단 메시지. 오, 맞네.
Just act like we belong.
동화반.
Welcome to the official headquarters of the Halcyon Holdings Corporation Board. Today's greeting is brought to you by Auntie Cleo, a subsidiary of Colway
인사를 제공한다고?
Pharmaceuticals. I'm sorry, but I've already exceeded my friendly banter quota.
Do we really need all the security? I have to go through 3 checkpoints.
여기는 들어갈 수 없는 거 아니야? 내가 들어간 길이 맞는 거 아니야?
State your business.
마흔마이.
Please step away. This entry is for high priority H8. If you're not clear to know, then I'm deaf. Huh. I didn't realize we were still using those iridescent stickers. But this looks right. I'll just need you to register your weapons with a revised request to carry 32B4. It's procedure.
맙소사.
Now, let's see. Damn it. I was going to suggest that myself. Look, you don't have time to wait on new forms. And I can't afford the citations for impeding HAC business. Just know there are a bunch of guards upstairs, and they're all high on dervish mist and low on patience. So try anything funny, and they'll paint the walls with your guts.
뭐야? 오, 저쪽 뭐야? 면 죽겠지? 죽겠지 여기서? 야, 어제 봤던 엘리베이터 중에서 제일 좋은데? 뭔가 금빛이다. 나가도 되나? 뭔가 밤에 오거나 그랬어야 되는 거. 빨간 문. 여기네.
I understand you're Maverick Johnston's new star. Well done.
벌써 알려졌어?
Personal assistant to Adjutant Akande and Chairman Rockwell. I'm also... Oh, you were being serious. I'm obliged to inform you that Chairman Rockwell is unavailable for an indeterminate duration. Will there be anything else?
일로 가는 게 아니야. 맞지만 일로 가는 게 아니다. 터널이랑 게. 그럼 거기 들어가서 반대쪽으로 올라가는 게 맞나 보네. 돌아가야 된다. 오. 뭐가 여기도 방이? 어? 익숙한데 임마누엘 산체스 괜히 죽였나? 나도 모르게 뭔가 싶어서 쐈는데 이름 있는 에스더 임마누엘 산체스 아닌가? 명망이는 줄 뭔가 퀘스트 아 이겨버렸네 없어서 여긴 어디야?
Oh, what are you doing here? Nothing. Nothing. Why? Does it look like I'm up to something? Laws, I knew it! You got me. I work in the lab at the Ministry of Accuracy and Morale. Some of my sprats went missing, but it's not my fault, okay? Maybe I let them out more often than regulations allow, but they need to stretch their little legs. And so what if I occasionally forgot to latch their cage? They escaped, and before I could coax them back, they'd made their way to the maintenance tunnels. Even if I did dare go down there... Really? In that case, take this collection crate. 6 of my little ones are down there, but don't worry, you can easily tell they have intelligent eyes, an agreeable yet reserved demeanor, and a fondness for hiding. Please, do take care, and, well, to maintain things, of course. Like big humming machine things with gears.
야, 퀘스트 여기서 좀
And
어떻게 해?
pipes. Water pipes. Air pipes. All sorts of pipes. That's why they connect the city from the Acropolis district to here. Everyone knows sewer sprats carry diseases. And the exterminator mechanicals have been known to fire on larger targets. Why they'd do that when... Some people say there are strange things in those tunnels. Assassins.
그거 맞는데.
Full of murderous automechanicals.
퀘스트 엉뚱한 거 먼저
Monsters
받아.
hungry for human flesh. A hidden bureaucratic purgatory where things and people are lost forever. Not that I place any stock in silly rumors. To deal with the sewer sprats, of course. Therefore my, research. Oh, very well. See, I'm an enormous fan of all my colonists. The early seasons, before the... Well, I name all my sprats after my favorite characters.
맞는 것
So
같아.
you see, it's imperative that... Not just names. There's Lord Reginald Kim III.
그러면 익숙한 임마누엘 산체스 그거 죽였는데.
Haroon Greenlee, Iskander Emmanuel Sanchez, and Evelyn. They're in a rather she's in a... It's difficult. So, Iskander is late. She's a member of... Something else? I still am. But I must say, I'm...
이거 어떻게 하지? 아, 시체라도 괜찮다. 야, 퀘스트 이런 순서로 바뀌면 어떻게 해? 어디서 뒤? 응? 여기 있는 건가? 아, 여기서 상관없었냐? 좀 퀘스트 못할 뻔했네. 총. 의미가 됐네. 오. 거기에 통행도
Sure. Be right there.
경치 많이 주네. 와.
Any. Truly? Oh, dear. Thank you for your help. I'm afraid I can't spare much. Now.
어디야 그나저나. 오케이. 그래서 여기로 간대. 죽여야 되나? 그러면 어허. 어떻게 해야 돼? 어떻게 해야 돼?
Apologies for the wait. Personal assist. The art of array. Will there be anything else? Personal assist. Ah. Oh. Will there be anything?
그냥 열려고 하면 어떻게 되지? 열린 데가 있구나.
Excuse me,
그냥
just a moment.
왜 안 들어와?
Is there something I can do for you?
없는 것 같은데. 나 이거 걸어볼까?
I beg your pardon. Minister Clark's former office is currently closed to solicitors.
거짓말 65.
What? Oh dear.
Oh,
Thank you for reminding me. I can't stand the thought of someone else's hands touching my custom letterheads.
야, 이걸로 레벨업했다. 그렇지. 인간 위축 능률 10%. 잠수 따기. 친다 잠수 따기.
What's with the big hole in the wall?
여기 구멍이 왜 나 있는 거야? 문 닫아, 문 닫아. 응. 아, 훔치기네. 에이. 막장이다, 그냥. 뭐야? 열어볼까? 해킹팩? 야의 위계심 현치가 간거. 없어? 뭐야 이거?
Good afternoon. I'm Chairman Rockwell, and I'm here to address a serious issue facing us. As you all know, our colony has been successful beyond our wildest dreams. Unfortunately, we've recently discovered that our food supply will not be able to sustain Halcyon's population in the long term. Everyone will die. Everyone will slowly stop living from malnutrition. But we're doing it together, and that's what matters. I fucking swear, if someone doesn't give me something to read that will placate the masses soon, all of you will find yourselves violently unemployed. But I can assure you there's nothing to fear. We've got a solution. It's called the Lifetime Employment Program. We will freeze most of the colony to preserve resources, while the best and brightest of Byzantium continue living in prosperity. Look, you idiots! How many times do I have to tell you we can't say shit like that? Fire whoever wrote this! While Halcyon's brightest minds solve the problem of our nutritional shortage, the rest of the colony will be placed in suspended animation. Individuals will be revived on a rotating basis, so that every Halcyonite can be part of the important work of saving our colony.
교대를
By
보아한다.
testing paperweights. Sorry, couldn't resist. Let's go again. And someday, in the not-too-distant future when we've solved this crisis, we'll all be back together again working for the good of Halcyon. Until then, the board shall provide for the deserving just as it always has. So, obey your supervisors, take your vitamins, follow your corporate-mandated grooming rituals, and rest assured with the board on your side, there is nothing to worry about.
아이쇼. 야. 올 때면 넉나간 관객들 시kin지 충격적인지 알아냈습니다. 하면서 9개월이 되게 오래 걸린다. 아이고, 아니었어. 안 봤어. 해킹 100이 안 돼서. 이겼어요.
Can we talk?
맥스 목사. 아이, 어떻게.
If I still believed in the grand plan, a revelation like this would have seriously shaken my faith. Knowing you, I can only assume you have already begun formulating a plan to deal with this. So tell me, what are we going to do?
사보정님.
Yes, of course. And when you do, you can count on me to back your play. Your instincts haven't failed us so far. Anything you'd like to discuss?
까지? 정확도 덮고 정확도 덮고 나는 뭐 뭐냐? 하나 훔치면 얼마나 더 이거 어디 평가에 떨어지는 거야? 그냥 긍정력. 열고 나가볼까? 그럼 그냥 다 돌아갈. 멋있네. 그러면 나가볼까? 열려있는데 뭐. 마지막 뭐.
How may I be of assistance?
열간주. 나가라 이거. 어디로 가야 돼? 아, 나가서 봐라. Shadow on Monarch. 낸데 접었어. 이것은 원사 램이랑 같은 거. 없는 애들 뭐 맞아. 거기 저 정도면 공산주의자 이런 스타일인데. 오. 맞잖아. 헤어져 있다고 그랬어 진짜.
Sorry, I shouldn't talk. Not without signing a waiver.
그렇지. 깜짝이야. 별도네. 여기 좀 일로 들어왔어. 엘리베이터인가?
Soldier.
오지마 이씨. 언제 오냐 이거. 정확보다 왼쪽 가야 되는구나. 아, 줄이 그어졌네. 잠깐. 먼저 따라가자. 있는데? 인간 실험 비쌉니다. 동물부터 줘. 아니 그냥 센터래. 사람이네. 여기 어차피 그냥 못 들어. 올라가서 내려가야 된다. 하는 거. 네. 올라가서 뭐 다 떨어져가나.
No visitors allowed, citizen. I'm gonna need to see some identification.
아니 그렇지 않아.
What?
내 신분증 볼 필요가 없어.
I don't need to see your identification.
야, 이 멍청이는.
Move along. Great work.
디메틸 살포. 이렇게 가는 거지. 사람들은 여기서 왜 이러고 있나? 그래서 이제 어떻게 해? 동면 중인 사람들인가? 잠시 기록 보기. 생명을 두고 부활과 동면 수차례 반복. 잠깐만, 이거 해? 이 정도로 끝? 잠깐만, 다 죽여야 돼, 그럼? 아니, 내가 수고해야 되는, 이 상태에 수고해야 되는. 읍스. 네? 피니어스에게 돌아가. 여기서 어차피 이동은 안 되겠지. 엑시트. 출구라고 써있는걸. 와와와. 와와. 와와와. 최대한 안 부딪히고 가야. 야! 어씨. 깜짝이야. 이렇게 해서 웬 PC가 킹 공학도 덕포 불만 연락. 왜 여기서 갱신이 돼? 뭐야 이거 피. 여기 돌아갑시다. 높은 사회 멘트 버스. 히어스웰스. 고장난 스노우볼. 왜 획득해? 얼마? 하지마서 총. 만만치 않게 좋은 총이면 좋겠다.
Good. You've returned. I missed having a. You have a message from Adjutant
Well.
Sophia Akande.
No one ever looks quite the same in person as they do in my reports. And my reports of you have been exceptionally thorough. You've had quite a career. I've been keeping up with you ever since Emerald Vale. Now that was an interesting piece of work. A rundown backwater, barely worth the ink on a map. Until you showed up. You walked through Edgewater and in your wake transformed it from a loyal company town to a haven for dissidents. I'm actually a little impressed. All this happened because some mysterious stranger fell out of the sky. Not always. For the longest time, I could never be sure if you were on our side or against us. You should be back on the Hope, frozen in a hibernation chamber. Yet here you are, flying about in a stolen ship, leaving a trail of paperwork in your wake. The board doesn't know what to make of you. But I do. I've seen your potential. There's so much we can do for this colony. Then let me help you make up your mind. You have something I want. I'd like to negotiate. I'm not here to talk about stolen chemicals. I'm after something far more valuable. Your cooperation. Phineas Wells is wanted by the board. I want to convince you to turn him in to us. Wells is a dangerous madman. His plan is going to endanger everyone in Halcyon. He's an obsessive psychopath. And he's using you. You're in contact with Wells. I want you to send us a tracing signal from his communication terminal. Wells was our mistake. We failed to apprehend him for years. I'm asking you to help me correct that mistake. I'm sending you my access code. Contact me from Wells's terminal. When you're done, come speak to me in my office.
Adjutant Akande's call has been terminated.
얘를 이렇게 받아버렸네. 내가 다른 거 선택했으면 다른.
We have successfully arrived at the.
잠깐만. 야, 이걸 점프하게 해주면 어떡해. 저 앞인 줄 알았는데 거꾸로 갔는지. 피니어스 웰스의 사이언스. 넘겨야 되나? 안 넘기고. 잠깐만. 이거 먼저.
I've kept myself busy in your absence, optimized my
근데
force.
정착민들을 살리려고 하잖아.
I can revive the remaining colonists. All I need now is the dimethyl sulfoxide. I'll take as much as you can give me. What? Oh, yes, well, that's obvious. Anyone with 2 working labs can see this colony's slouching toward oblivion. Why do you think we've been doing all this? I revived you to help me save Halcyon from annihilation. Hold on. Let me see if I understand this correctly. You're saying that Halcyon's on the brink of total collapse? And the chairman's plan to save all of us is to save himself? I always knew Halcyon was heading toward a systems collapse, but I never imagined we were already there. The board made this crisis, and now they want to solve it by freezing the rest of us? That's not a plan. That's a goddamn escape clause. That makes 2 things we don't have. Time and chemicals to revive the other settlers. None of this was supposed to happen. I was supposed to revive the Hope's colonists. Human test subjects. Oh, that's grotesque. That's unthinkable. Damn, that's not enough. Not nearly enough for the whole ship. I could revive have a handful of settlers.
그 정의로운.
Maybe, possibly, 10. We're out of time. We're out of chemicals. We may very well be out of options. If the board has their way, we're all going to be spending the rest of our lives frozen in stasis. Do you realize what this means for the Hope? For your fellow colonists? The board's going to kill them all. Toss them out into space, just to make... short of lining up every member of the board and shooting them in the back of the head. Do you know what's waiting for us on the Hope? Scientists, engineers, artists, the brightest minds Earth ever sent us, uncorrupted by the board. The board's going to dispose of them all and transform the Hope into a prison for the rest of us. They're likely on their way to the Hope as we speak. We need to get to those colonists before the board. I have enough chemicals to start reviving a few of them, but no easy way to get them. All right, I've got it. We can't possibly take my lab and all my equipment to the Hope, yes? That would be insane, so we do a slightly less insane thing. We bring the Hope to us, skip the entire ship across the distance of colony space. If we link up the Hope to the Unreliable, then use your navigational computer to calculate a reasonably safe vector, we can skip the entire colony ship into the rings of Terra 2.
And that's going to work, without killing us in the process. I thought intra-system micro-jumps were prohibited for a reason.
Yes, there's always a risk of a catastrophic collision between the Hope and, say, Terra 2.
행성은 폭발에 죽을 수도 있고.
Fine, provided your calculations are correct. You'll need to switch on the Hope's auxiliary power using the Unreliable. Then head to the bridge. Your navigational computer, Ada, should be able to activate the Hope's skip drive. Once you've skipped the Hope next to my lab, I'll have easy access to the frozen colonists. I can start Certainly. How can I help? Unlikely. The Hope is as massive as the Groundbreaker, but compared to the rings of Terra 2, positively minuscule. The board might notice, possibly.
위험해서 묘가
Skip
뭐가
drives
있냐?
were never designed to be used within a system, but I skipped my ship across Halcyon when I rescued you, and that turned out fine, mostly.
이거
That is, I ruined my... It wouldn't surprise me. When I pulled you out of the Hope, the board nearly intercepted. I know you're wondering why I'm doing all this. Why I believe the people on the Hope are the answer to the colony's problems. The Hope is carrying some of humanity's most brilliant thinkers, scientists, engineers, experts in their field. If we work together,
자신의 함성에서 힘
still find a
빠른
way
이동을
to
할 수 있어.
save Halcyon. The board would have us believe Halcyon is beyond saving. I choose to believe otherwise.
결정을 해야
If
되는
there's even the slightest chance we can save Halcyon from oblivion, then we have to take
나중에
it.
미친놈이면 어떡하지?
You absolutely should.
여기라도 있나?
The adjutant must have sent you some kind of tracking code. If you don't use the code, she'll suspect you betrayed her. I think you should use the code and send a corrupted tracking signal. The board's going to catch up to me sooner or later. This way I'll have time to set up some particularly nasty defenses. Use my communications terminal to corrupt the tracking signal, while the board busies themselves trying... Certainly.
와. 뭘 하자. 혼상 혁신의 전송. 데이트. 오, 점수 이제 100. 어떻게 할 수? 또 100 찍어야지. 짠. 능숙한 스킬을 100까지 올렸습니다.
If you have a message from Adjutant Sophia.
I'm impressed, Captain. I almost expected you wouldn't go through with it. Unfortunately, Dr. Wells found a way to corrupt the signal before we could pinpoint his location. Still, it's only a matter of time before we find him. Come visit me in Byzantium. We need to have a talk about the future of this colony.
함정이 아니란 걸 어떻게 알지?
Because I'm not in the business of arresting my own allies.
You have my word. 부정적한 감사함.
Meet me in my office. I've authorized your ship at my personal landing pad.
Adjutant Akande has ended her call. Rather rudely, if I might say, considering she didn't stop. Welcome back, Captain.
Welcome back.
How can I be of assistance? I'll be
내가
here.
업데이트가 안 돼. 오, 희망.
We have arrived at the Hope. I need you. You'll have to connect me to the Hope's comm system so I can convince her central computer to enable. The Hope is the Groundbreaker's prettier, sleeker sister. She wandered off and got lost for 70 years. Also, there are hundreds of thousands of frozen organic life forms hibernating in her. If your calculations are even slightly off, you could crash the entire colony ship or the sun. Forgetfulness can be an early warning. I need you to reroute power from our ship to... You'll have to connect me to the Hope's comm system.
알았다.
Captain, I hope Dr. Wells has not dragged you into one of his irrational schemes again. My diagnosis of his mental stability is not flattering.
매우 부정적이다.
Sending a corrupted tracking signal to the board was quite clever, if I might say, Captain.
오케이. 오프. 뭐가 30발이 넘나? 네. 얘기한. 도장.
Something about waking a derelict ship puts me on edge, Captain. Hope you know what you're doing.
누가 회사 경비? 왜 회사 경비?
New employee. About time.
개죠. 뭐 하세요? N네는 뭐? 볼까? 아, 말을 걸어. 아, 일단 마저 하고. 와우. 컴퍼니. 이런 거 해야 돼. 그쪽. 와우. 가야 되는.
Got your paperwork squared away?
윈도우. 깨지고. 이거 먹고 살기.
What?
Performing a breach detected in restricted area. Error. Whole crew data not found. Identify yourself. Error. This unit is not experiencing errors. Error. This unit is functioning correctly. There is no need for the intervention of mechanical.
뭐 하는 거냐? 먹기 싫은 거구나 그냥. 신문. 이렇게. 뭐.
Can you hear me, Captain? I have successfully integrated myself into the Hope's comm systems, and am attempting to establish contact with the Hope's more primitive processor now. I see you've located the stasis chambers. Which pod were you slumbering in for so long, Captain?
This must be unsettling for you, Captain.
여긴 뭐지? 그랑 상관없어 보이는데.
Should we assign Sam for a case?
Here they come.
오, 뭐야?
That's the last of them.
메모패드. 어디에 사람이 있다고? 가란트 아드레노 꼬까리 3층으로 올라가라지. 여기 어디야? 네? 저 뭐야? 나갈 수도.
These were the private quarters of the Hope's former crew. Shall we hold a moment of silence for the dearly departed? No? That's odd, because my programming would indicate that when forced to confront the idea of self-death, organics prefer... Oh, I see. Yes, never mind.
The weight of this is almost too much, isn't it?
여기도 죽었구나. 근데 왜 부서져 있는 거지?
That's the Hope's computer up ahead. I'll admit, I am curious to wake him.
Well, at the very least, this should be interesting.
매우 흥미롭겠지. 오케이.
Greetings, Captain. I am speaking to you through the Hope's computer system. It's a rather cramped field.
아니다. 내가 하는 게
Probably
어린이니까.
not, but don't let that stop you. My Constellation executables could use some beefing up. Searching. Please stand by. Ah, found one.
에라.
Are you sure? That is extremely dangerous. Skipping the Hope will void the warranty on the skip drive. And also potentially kill an entire planet. How is my jump-starting the skip drive? Destination set to the rings of Terra 2.
Oh no. Captain, don't do this. I ain't dying on a fucking ship. I'm gonna die in the dirt like we're meant to.
Doing it. I mean, affirmative. Skipping the Hope in 3, 2, 1.
죽는 거 아니야? 여기서 게임 오버인가?
Does your captain seriously intend to do a micro jump in system with engines that haven't been powered in 70 years on a derelict ship?
That is what my captain intends, yes.
But that is a gross misuse of the skip drive. The Zero Point Drives Corp and I will not be held responsible for any damage incurred during transport, and this will cause extreme damage.
Yes, I am aware of that.
You should not be doing this. The humans will die.
Thank you, Hope. It looks like all systems are go. Captain, I would advise you to hold on to
여기서 게임
something
끝인가?
now.
오. 나 그 사람하고 이야기 좀 해볼 걸 그랬나? 바광 하면서 게임 끝? 뭐가 없어.
Oh, good. We are still alive and have successfully skipped into Terra 2's orbit. I reported as much to Phineas Wells, but he has not responded. Perhaps you should check in on him.
We're alive! We made it! I, never had any doubts.
이제 어떻게 하지? 예스 연구실.
What's up?
그냥 점프하면 되는 거야. 어? 안 되는구나. 옵스. 잠깐만요. 아니야. 나 아까 엘리베이터 있었는데. 뭐야, 잠깐 왜 싸워? 제대로 이사의 병파였다. 아니 돌아가려고 하는데 싸웠어. 초월이 없네. 하면 되지. 쟤 따라붙지 마.
Someone's coming.
내가.
I never felt anything like that. I'm gonna need a minute. Oh, I never felt anything like that. I'm gonna need a minute.
Captain, Captain, I shall now play the transmission I received from Dr. Wells.
Thank the Lord you warned me. I was able to get some defenses up, but they might not be enough. The board has sent some serious firepower to pry me out of here. They're trying to get in here, and I'm not sure I can stop them. If they capture me, if we can't communicate again, there's something very important you need to remember. The board, all their lackeys, they're all a bunch of swine. Do you hear me? They're fucking corporate swine. You fucking pigs! I'll take you all out with me! I'll never...
It would seem the recording captured some rather dire events. I presume you'll want to dock at the orbital lab to check on your associate as soon as possible. How can I be of assistance?
나중에
See you soon, Captain.
뾰롱.
We have successfully arrived at Phineas's orbital lab, Captain, and we are still in one piece. The likely right.
아. 피가 이만큼 있다. 우와 죽었어. 뭐야? 오씨 죽었어. 애들이 너무 강한가? 이빨도 안 먹히는 것 같은데. 지, 여와라.
I am a sword. May you find peace in death.
공으로 평화를 찾아라. 못 쐈는데. 헤드샷. 아, 내가 너무 약하고 가지고.
That's the last of them.
잘 죽었다. 아씨, 끝난데. 음영 통제 방어 골드. 얼마나 세게? 그다음에 이거는 뭐 더 있잖아. 였어 어디였지? 되었다. 오, 골드 13. 하자마자 점령? 점령 108. 맥스모? 아마 반감을 가진 사인 좀 납시다. 타라타라스. 아, 거기 감옥이구나. 내 숨겨놨다. 미친놈이구만. 113점짜리 비면 12번째. 미친놈 아니야? 이거 그냥 넘겼어야 되는 거 아니야, 이놈 이거? 切. 하늘이 열렸어. 열렸나? 열린가? 마스 내비게이션. 이거를 보면 신의 힘 130 텍사스 조이스 장축. 마음에 들어. 뭔가
Nicely done.
보이는지도 모르. 레벨업. 아, 이런 걸 내가 업그레이드를 안 할게 아니라 총 약하구나. 먹었나? 이거 좀 마음에 들어. 아니, 우주선 점프할 수 있대.
Hail, Captain. Your return time is within... Captain, as it appears we may soon be embarking for a maximum security prison planet, I believe the crew would like to speak with you to, as you humans put it, air some concerns.
Those board goons kidnapped Mr. Phineas and hauled him away to Tartarus. How are we gonna get him out?
And here we are, entertaining the notion of busting him out. That's insane. And likely a hell of a lot of fun.
To extract the scientist, you will need to infiltrate the labyrinth.
The labyrinth is a massive maximum security prison on an uninhabitable planet. Being incarcerated there is seen as a fate worse than death.
다른 사람들은 뭐?
Still, we can't do nothing. Wouldn't be right.
나오네.
The armed surveillance protocols on a maximum security prison planet are highly sophisticated. As such, escapes are historically quite impossible and deadly. I am programmed to warn you whenever you exhibit inclinations toward risky behavior. Breaking into Tartarus will not be easy.
Getting in is the simple part. It's getting out again that's the trouble. Trust me, I know.
If you really mean to do this, you should see to your final affairs and
I think it's insane. But maybe the colony needs a healthy dose of insanity right about now.
I know it's dangerous. And I won't lie and say I'm not scared out of my wits. But I couldn't live with myself if we didn't do something.
You're asking for more than bravery from us, Captain. But there are worse ways to go than dying for a good cause. I'm in.
Let Sam get the grime out. It's what our units do best.
The entire plan is a terrible idea.
I'd wager we ain't getting a second chance here. What's the plan?
Sensible. Let's just hope they haven't resorted to torture. For his sake.
Waiting on your command, Captain.
야, 결국 이럴 거면 이거 왜 하고 있는 거야? 많은데. 아직 큐? 아직 안 깨서 저장해야지. 네. 아, 여기까지 해야 되겠다. 아이고.
I am pleased to inform you that we have arrived.
여기까지.